Live from the studios of First Coast News, Jordan Wilkerson
First Coast Living live.
and David Benfield.
Sounds good to me.
Well, come join us.
This is First Coast Living.
Ahoy, matey, and welcome to First Coast Living. I'm Jordan Wilkerson.
I am David Benfield.
I surprised you with
Yeah,
that
you
one.
did. I wasn't expecting that at all. That was great.
Yeah, you'll find out in a second. But these are so cute,
These are
and
great.
we'll let you know where we got them.
Yeah.
But how are you doing this morning?
I'm doing very well. I'm doing very well. You know, you can see the folks that are all behind us. We've
Hi,
got, you know,
guys.
we've got some great folks, but we also have some very, very special guests in the house today. We have some fam. Oh, there they are.
Hi,
We got
guys.
the Ecos and Popsicle, and we got Gigi there, little Nayland. All right, those are our friends from Costa Rica. We've got Mariano Angelica, and then Camila is right over there as well. I am very excited to have them here today. So it's
Yeah,
very,
that's.
very cool.
I mean, you guys go to Costa Rica every year,
Pretty
right?
much, yeah.
And so you got to meet them, and they're in town.
They
so
flew in
that's
for
cool.
for our wedding and stuff, so it was cool.
Oh, I love that.
There they are. Oh, there, then they,
And
then
they
they
get.
left.
Well, that's cool that they get to see all the action.
Yeah, I'm really excited to have them here today.
All right, well, let's tell everyone what's going on
Let's
here.
do it.
Okay, what's going on, David?
All right, coming up, we're anchoring down with Florida Water Tours to talk about all they have to offer. It's
And
a
they
lot.
had these cool hats
Yes!
for us. Plus, it's Wednesday, so that you know that means Watch Party Wednesday with comedian Leroy Aaron.
Yeah, he's back there dancing right now. Then we take you on a wild trip to the St. Augustine Alligator Farm and Zoological Park, where we got the chance to hang out with sloths.
Yes, that was so fun.
I actually am wearing my sloth socks right now.
Oh, I wouldn't doubt it.
Yeah.
He has all the cool socks. All right, but first,
Yes.
it's time
Come
for
on.
Say What? Tell us, David.
Okay, this is a really special Say What for me because it is my wife's birthday.
Happy birthday, Lena.
Yeah, so I'm not gonna tell you how old she was. That's rude. But I just want to wish my wife a very, very special happy birthday. We got a whole bunch of pictures. Can you guys take those pictures, please? Don't look at me. I'm not the point.
There she
So there's my
is.
beautiful wife. She's doing a half day today, so she's working right now, but she'll be
Awesome.
off here shortly. There's our beautiful daughter. And that was at the Georgia Aquarium. So yeah,
very nice.
I can't thank you enough for being an absolutely stellar wife. You're an amazing partner. I mean, like seriously, I talk about upgrading. I always say all the time that I goof off that like I'm like John Adams and George Washington because I'm super married up. like a lot, right? So like she's totally changed my life, made it completely better, and now she made me a dad too. So
Right.
it's really, really special. I love you very, very much, Lena. Thank you so very much for
Yes.
for marrying me.
Oh, yes, he speaks very highly of you when you're not around.
'Cause,
Maybe
see,
when
I'll
you're
tell-
around too, but
Listen, I'm telling
definitely
you,
to
'cause
us.
she puts up with it, man. I'm a pain in both sides of the cheeks, man. I'm telling you.
Well, happy birthday, Lena. I hope you have a great rest of your day and leading into the weekend. Do you guys have plans?
Yeah. So
Or is it a
we're-
surprise?
So,
No.
no. So so I have a show Saturday, right?
Okay.
So we're gonna hang out Sunday and do all that kind of stuff. Maybe during the day we'll do some stuff on Saturday too. But tomorrow she's gonna go have like happy hour and drinks with the ladies.
Very nice.
So that's cool. So Lavender and Brittany, yo, what's up? Y'all have a good
Hey.
time. And then we'll just be hanging back. So
Very nice.
And then tonight, I'm making cupcakes, y'all.
Oh, if you have any extra,
I'll bring some tomorrow.
let me know. All right, well, speaking of food,
Yes.
it is now time for Living
Let's
in
go.
the Kitchen, and we are joined by the ladies of Tiki Java. I'm so excited. Tiki Java Jacks, we've got Daniela Acosta and Brianna Marin. Thank you so much for being here today.
Thanks for having us, guys.
Of course. So I have not been to Tiki Java Jacks. Tell us about your business.
Tiki Java is a tropical hut in the middle of our city, and it is a stunning little jungle.
Cool.
The idea for the whole space is for community and for us to be able to enjoy each other and let time pass by.
I like it.
Even though we are a coffee shop, we are also a fun drink place.
Yeah.
And today we're showing that.
Okay,
cool.
so not necessarily coffee today, but you also offer matchas.
Yes, we
All
do.
right, so what are we making?
So today we're gonna make our viral Cocoa Fresh. These are real coconuts. They're sourced locally from our local
my
market,
gosh, very
exported
cool.
from Thailand. So essentially, let me show you how we open
Oh, you're gonna,
this.
Whoa,
this is so cool. You're gonna open it live.
Everyone stand back, please.
Yeah, right? Just in case.
Whoa, that's cool.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, you get out a little aggression with that too.
Oh
huh?
yeah, for sure.
That's a bad tool.
Well, we're trying not to break your oven.
Yeah, right? Thank you for that. Thank you for
Okay.
that.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, this
That's
kinda
real.
takes a hot minute, huh?
Does takes a little time.
Get in there.
So you posted this all
You know
over
what?
social
Here,
media.
Slide it over onto this part.
Yeah,
Okay,
we're afraid of
Got it.
oven.
I think it's
So you posted this on social media and it became viral. Even producer Natalia, that's how she found you guys.
Yes.
Whoa.
Oh wow! Oh my gosh, that is filled with
I'm
coconut
telling you,
water.
I just want to grab it and drink from it.
Holy cow!
We
That thing is
actually
to the
do. Savage.
brim.
We
I didn't
actually-
think it had that much in there though. Sorry, go ahead.
No, we actually do.
Yeah, you just drink
grab
it straight.
open and drink from it? Yeah, I would imagine. It looks great.
Oh my gosh, that is so cool.
take a little out because the coconut is so filled with water.
Yeah, it is.
So we want to make it a little cool and put some ice in there.
Wow. I love it. I've actually had at a music festival, they were at EDC Orlando, they had cold, it was like ice cold, they had them in some sort of cooler, I guess,
Yeah.
and you just drank straight from it. It was so refreshing, so delicious. All right, so this is a coconut matcha then.
This is a coconut matcha. This
Okay.
is actually our, like a matcha peppermint cold foam.
Oh.
It is so good. The peppermint is very subtle, so it's just refreshing.
What other things do you offer at your coffee shop?
So we do kava-based drinks, coffee-based drinks, cold brew, matcha, and refreshers.
Nice.
It just depends on the seasonality what we have going on.
Okay.
Okay, so is this a seasonal drink or will this always be on the menu?
This is a seasonal drink.
This is a
I don't think we're gonna have
seasonal drink, but
coconuts
this
in
is our
December.
cocoa.
Oh, well, that's a good point.
Okay, cool.
You want it to be fresh, fresh. Okay, I think we do have some straws, David. I'll grab
I
us both
opened some
one.
straws.
Oh, you brought them. Thank you.
No.
Just take it right into the head. Just
Here you go. You want to pull that out?
Thank you very
for me?
much. Whoop. Yeah. So
This
in
is
Costa
so
Rica,
pretty.
they have these kind of things too. It's really cool. They just lop it off and they make like a cocktail with it. It's pretty good.
Oh, that is good.
Whoa.
Oh, you
man.
made me a separate one. Yeah.
Dang, that is
Perfect.
really good.
Thank you.
Here we go. All right, cool. All right, well, you guys finish this out. I'm gonna go hang out because I gotta get ready to go hang out with the dog.
Okay, well, they're going to make another drink. What's your next one here?
Yeah, so we have one more. This
Wow.
is our matcha colada. It's essentially a pina colada flavored matcha. It's gonna have pineapple.
Yum.
It's gonna have a couple pumps of coconut syrup. And of course, coconut cream.
Oh, wow.
This is kind of the best part of it.
Kind of thickens it up a bit.
Oh,
and then
yeah.
while she's finishing that, what are these delicious looking cookies?
So our cookies are from our local vendor.
You know I'm going to try.
Yeah, you have to try.
They're so big. Look at this. And they're soft.
Yeah. She bakes them and delivers them locally, and we love her, and she is amazing.
That is so good. All right, so you added some milk there?
Yes. So
Okay.
milk, coconut, pineapple, put some ice in here.
I'll start prepping the matcha while she's on it.
Okay, so why do people do this with the matcha? I've seen that before.
Right, so we have to get the clumps out so it has a smooth delivery.
Okay.
Matcha being such a strainy drink, it can become very grassy real quick. And if you're not straining it properly and not treating it right and the right temperature, you're not gonna get the consistency, how it
Right,
needs to be.
right.
Where's our water?
Right here.
Water's gone.
Oh, we had to move it for the.
So we have about just a few seconds left. Do you think you can finish it
Whisk
in
it?
time? Yeah, I just want to make sure we get through it.
I can whisk it.
There you go. Whisk it up. All right, so while you're finishing that, tell everyone where you're located.
We're located at 5711 Bowden Road, Suite 5.
And Natalia has been there, and she said it is so beautiful on the inside, too. Very inviting.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a tiki hut.
Okay. Cannot wait.
So, you mean we need to stir for more time, but
And look how beautiful that is. That is absolutely beautiful.
look, we're missing a little,
little-
garnishment and then coconut, and we're set.
Oh my gosh. It's almost too pretty to drink. Here we go. Thank you, ladies. Oh, that is really, it does kind of taste like a pina colada. Well, cheers to y'all. Thank you so much for being here. Make sure you stop by Tiki Java Jack's. And in the meantime, David, I'm tossing it over to you.
All right, it's time for Homes for Paws with Jacksonville Humane. And today, Brianna brought Delightful with her. Look at this little poochie bear. Tell me about Delightful. She's so sweet.
Yeah, well, she's definitely a delight. It was just how she earned her name. She's one of our volunteer favorite, one of them of many to
Yeah.
walk around the shelter. She's 8 years old, loves peanut butter, loves belly rub. She was chilling on the couch here.
Yeah,
did not
she didn't
wanna
wanna
leave.
get off.
Yeah, she's like, what do you mean we have to go?
So she's like, I'm telling you, for an 8-year-old dog, she's really rambunctious.
Yes.
Like she's cool. She was like rolling all over the place. She's like saying hello to everybody. But now look how chill she is. What?
Yeah, she loves affection and she loves cuddling. She's a very sweet dog, just like an absolute angel.
Absolutely.
And we love her so much.
And she did great on the couch, right? So this would be a really good dog for the house, right?
Oh yeah, for sure, most definitely.
Absolutely. Okay, so tell me about the mega adoption event coming up.
Yeah, so it actually just
it just
ended.
happened, yeah.
It just happened, and we were able to get 289 pets adopted out, dogs and cats into their new homes, and hopefully
Congratulations.
forever. Yeah, so we were very happy about that. We're still waiting on the numbers from statewide, across Florida, but we're very hopeful that we did reach that over 2,000 goal.
Congratulations.
And, that's all thanks to Petco Love. They help us in this initiative, and we couldn't do it without them. In addition to all the shelters who take part in this.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So thanks to everybody who was involved. All right, so you guys have some events coming up though, right?
Yeah, we do. We have actually a PetSmart on Southside. We're going to be having free adoptions again.
Cool.
It'll be from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. and we'll have dogs there available. And then next weekend, July 4th, we'll be having $25 adoption fee. So good time for, want something to do 4th of July weekend, come out and meet a dog or a cat and bring home a new family member.
Yeah, okay, so let's, I always like to talk about a couple of things, right? Make sure that people know what we're doing. The Dog Day Out program, that's one of my favorite ones. Can you tell us a little bit about that real quick?
Yeah, so Dog Day Out, you basically just come in, say, hey, I'd love to take one of your shelter dogs out, kind of give them a break from the shelter. Come in 12 to 5 at 8464 Beach Boulevard. We'll get you a dog, get them all dressed up, ready, and you get to go out on the town with them and kind of introduce them to new environments. And again, like I said, it's giving them that break they need from the shelter for a little bit.
Absolutely.
So, yeah.
Oh, this is so amazing, Brianna. Thank you so very much. You are a true delight. Let's find Delightful a permanent home, guys. So make sure that you go and check her out at the Jackson Humane Society. Brianna, thank you so very much. Jordan, what you got?
Well, we are sailing into summer and not looking back. Master Captain at Florida Water Tours, Kevin Jadek, is here to help us celebrate with a summer water tour. So great to see you. Thank you so much for the hat. This is so cool.
Oh, it's a pleasure. You guys look fantastic.
I love it. You do too. I love the hair.
Thank you.
All right, so tell us about Jack's Water Tours,
So
or Florida Water Tours.
Yeah, so we're Florida Water Tours. We're based out of St. Augustine, Florida, 107 Yacht Club, and we're a family-owned and operated vessel.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah, we actually just had our 10-year anniversary this past year.
Congratulations.
We added a new boat to the fleet. That's where we're going to get into what we have going on today.
Okay.
And it's been a beautiful ride so far, and you get to work with the family, the moms, the wives, the brothers, the sisters.
That's fun.
We're all there.
So when are your yacht cruises? Tell us about those, and then also a special event you have coming
Yeah,
up.
of course. So we just added a new cruise, our Yacht Rock cruise.
Oh my gosh, that hints the hats here, huh?
Hats, special drinks. So we do have one going out this Friday, but we're already sold out. So
wow.
it sold out instantly, so we're like, we might have something going here. So we actually added a few more dates. We'll be doing them on Fridays throughout the months. So we'll have Friday, July 10th, August 7th, September 18th, and October 16th.
Okay, so once a month on that Friday.
Yes,
Very
ma'am.
nice.
And it'll be $49 a person.
Oh, not
You
bad.
get a complimentary drink, adults only, free parking. We have a gift shop you can go to. You can add food to your tour through our in-house charcuterie company. And just a beautiful time out on the water with a live DJ.
Amazing. Now, is that part of the upcoming special event as well?
No, so we actually
Okay.
have something coming up. So we also have a nonprofit. We have a 501c3 called Florida Water Warriors.
Okay.
And whenever a tour goes out, part of your ticket actually goes into it. So,
That's so
we have our
nice.
annual cruise for a cause day coming up on July 18th. And we're going to have 3 family-friendly dolphin tours during the day. And then we're going to have a VIP jazz cruise at night. So we're going to have a
Ooh,
live
that'll be
jazz
fun.
band, complimentary drinks for the entire tour.
I heard complimentary drinks. What are we doing?
Yes, sir. So on July 18th for the Cruise for a Cause. So we can keep our ticket sales down. So we work with K through college to get kids out for very low cost. And we don't just take them out, we put them to work. So
Oh, there you go. They learn a little bit about it as well.
Yeah, so we're actually doing water quality sampling that we send to local government agencies.
That's
so they're actually
interesting.
participating. Yeah, we just hit almost 2,000 kids just for this year alone.
Wow,
Yeah.
awesome. Well, great job. Now, are
Cool.
these some of the drinks that are going to be offered?
So these are going to be our Yacht Rock drinks.
Okay, the
Yeah, so these are going to be
alright.
our new fancy Yacht
should I
Rock
try?
drinks. So they're
Here,
we kind of
these
call
are
them
two
adult,
or different?
adult Capri Suns. So we have a pineapple upside down as well as a rum punch.
Okay. How cute is
And then
this?
just be careful squeezing
Okay.
it from the bottom.
Ooh, it's punchy. That's really good.
That's good, right?
Ooh, that is
yeah.
good.
We came up with them. We were like, we got to get something special here. And then this has been a big thing. You know, people just love the Capri Sun look. I mean,
I know, it's so fun. Makes
Yeah.
you feel like a kid again. But,
like it a lot.
you know, kids should not be drinking this.
Oh no, we call these spicy drinks.
Spicy drinks. That is so good. All right, and then you guys also do the wildlife tour to St. Augustine you were mentioning.
Yeah, so during the days we do family friendly. Basically almost 7 days a week in the morning time we have family friendly cruises. We're looking for wildlife, looking for our resident
So
dolphin.
cool.
We'll get down to the historic sites. And even for our Yacht Rock cruises or our jazz tours, it's not like if we see a dolphin, we're not just going to drive away from it.
Right. So you might see them then as well.
It doesn't matter which tour you're coming on. You're still going to get to see all the sites.
That's
You'll always
great.
have a guide on board that can tell you all about what we're looking at.
All right.
It's a
Well,
great experience.
Yeah. How do people find out more information then and buy tickets?
Yeah, easiest way is just FloridaWaterTours.com.
Okay.
Or you can actually come by our shop. We actually have live people working there.
Yeah.
And you can also you can call us as well and actually talk to a human being.
human.
I mean, it's those little things in life now. But it's
Awesome.
107 Yacht Club Drive, St.
All right.
Augustine, or FloridaWaterTours.com.
All right. Cheers
so
to
very
you.
much. Yeah.
And I'll
Cheers
have,
to-
I have
there you go.
I have my special matcha from next door.
There you go.
everybody.
And happy sailing, everyone. David, what's
right.
coming up?
All right, put that remote down, because after the break, we're checking in with Leroy for this week's Watch Party Wednesday. Then we take a look at your weather with today's rain or shine. Stick around, First Coast Living. We'll be right back. Welcome back, everybody. It's time for Watch Party Wednesday with comedian Leroy Aaron. Hello, sir.
Hello, how y'all doing?
Look,
good, how are you?
he's pretending.
Oh yeah, I'm there in spirit.
We might have an
sometimes
extra
y'all
one
have good
for it.
ideas,
You want me
but
to grab you one?
sometimes y'all have. No, I gotta read. That's the last thing I want to do is catch a,
Listen, I was about to get
reading
one. That was
DUI.
extra ones.
A reading DUI. An RUI.
But no, that's what you want to do for Watch Party Wednesdays with Leroy because
That's
I
right.
got picks. You want to relax?
Yeah.
Let's get into it.
All right, tell us what you got.
All right, first off, y'all, we started Disney Plus with the latest from Pixar with the movie Hoppers. Hoppers is about a 19-year-old animal lover who uses technology that places her consciousness into a robotic beaver to uncover mysteries within the animal world beyond her imagination. Hopper uses the voice talents of John Hamm, Bobby Monahan, and Piper Curda. So I really like Hoppers. I'm a huge animal advocate. Well, not advocate, but
Lover.
I'm a fan of animals.
Yes.
Animal
this
lover.
is, right. And this basically is about how humans and animals relate to each other.
Oh,
How
interesting.
humans take over habitats, what it does to affect the animals living there. And basically an advocate that puts her mind into a little beaver body and tries to take up for her.
Well, all right then.
I guess you could describe the movie as cute.
Yeah,
It's a
I mean,
Pixar-
the animals
yeah.
look very cute.
And it's very good.
And I like Pixar movies.
Again, right. And lately, I've been on a real Pixar binge, just trying to prepare for Toy Story 5. So I've been going back, just watching all kind of Pixar movies, and leading up to it, I'm gonna start with my Toy Stories.
Have you ever seen Coco?
I have seen
I just
Coco.
watched that the other day for the second time, but it had been so long, I forgot how sad that
yeah.
movie is. I was bawling.
Oh yeah. That's
It's a
same
great
thing.
movie,
Same
but-
thing with Toy Story 3. Toy Story 3,
Yeah.
I watch it, and by the end, I'm no
Blubbery
good.
mess. I'm no good.
I'm no good.
I'm useless.
I'm just a crying mess.
Day is done.
But Hoppers is really good, so you can
Okay.
catch it on Disney Plus. Okay.
All right.
Like it.
Alrighty, next we head over to Netflix with the action thriller Fast Charlie. Now this is starring Pierce Brosnan, who we know as James Bond, Marina Brackin, who plays Deadpool's wife, and James Caan, his final acting role.
Oh, love him.
Yes, Fast Charlie is about a hitman, a fixer and a hitman for the mob. Named Stan. After a rival boss puts a hit on Stan and his crew, Charlie is the sole survivor and decides to avenge his friend. So basically, this is a gangster revenge movie.
Like it.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I
you
was
and I are on
all
the same
in.
page.
I was all in. I'm all about the mob.
Yeah.
I'm all about revenge. And if you give me a good reason for revenge, you'll have me sitting in one place for a good
Okay.
hour and a half.
Absolutely.
This is no different. Pierce Brosnan does great. Of course, we know him as
bet.
James Bond.
Yeah.
He's a little older. He's, I guess what the ladies call a silver fox now.
Silver Fox, very distinguished.
Yeah, he is.
And he does great in this movie. His acting skills have not declined at all.
No
and
way.
It kept me entertained, and it is a great movie. Fast Charlie on Netflix.
All right,
There you
check it
go.
out.
All right, y'all, we're gonna stay in Netflix with a rom-com Office Romance. Now, this is starring Jennifer Lopez and Brett Goldstein, who we all know from Ted Lasso.
Oh, yes.
Jackie, the president and CEO of Air Cruise, runs a tight ship in her business, including a rigid anti-fraternization policy for all of her employees, which is severely tested when a sexy new lawyer begins working for her. You can find Office Romance on Netflix. Of course, it's J-Lo. J-Lo is a great
Yes.
actress, and
She's a rom-com.
she's a rom-com queen.
Yeah.
This is no different. It was a very funny movie. J-Lo does great. Brett Goldstein, his comic timing is very
Yeah,
well.
he's
He
really
kind of plays the straight man in it. And again, it's J-Lo. It's a beautiful rom-com, perfect for a date night.
Okay.
And and if you finish watching Office Romance, you can go and find other rom-coms by J-Lo, such as Made in Manhattan,
Yes.
The Wedding Planner, and the classic G-League.
Oh, yeah.
Very good.
We all remember the wonderful, wonderful cinematic, perfect movie of G-League. So again, Office Romance is on
Ironic
Netflix.
at all.
Okay.
Office Romance is on Netflix, and it is a great time. I advise you, if you have a date night coming up, David, I'm looking at you to celebrate. Check out Office Romance. You'll thank me later.
Right
All
on.
right,
Thank you
thank
very
you,
much.
Leroy.
No problem.
These are fantastic suggestions. I really do appreciate it. The other date night one's pretty cool, and I'm looking forward to going and checking out the Pierce Brosnan movie.
Oh yeah, oh
That'll
yeah,
be
oh
rad.
yeah. And Lil Nayland can watch Hopper.
That's
There
right.
you go. Perfect. Something for
Hey!
everyone.
Right
Thank
on,
you,
all right.
Leroy.
No
Thank
problem.
you very much, guys. Stick around. We'll be right back. Or we'll talk about coming ups. Let's talk about coming ups. We're going to go to St. Augustine Alligator Farm to check out the sloth experience. Why do you think I wore those sloth socks today?
Ooh, sloths.
Live from the studios of First Coast News, Jordan Wilkerson
First Coast Living live.
and David Benfield.
Sounds good to me.
Well, come join us.
This is First Coast Living.
Welcome back, and it's now time for Rain or Shine with meteorologist Mike Prangley.
Jordan, where's that cool hat you're
I know,
wearing?
right? He is like the king
want
of
one
yacht
those
rock.
hats. I mean, that's amazing.
He did say they will be selling hats like that soon.
Okay, so it'll be on
Florida
the
Water
website,
Tours.
firstcoastliving.com, right?
.net.
All right, .net. Got it.
There you go.
Thank
Nice
you.
catch. All right. How's the weather looking?
Oh man, I feel so good right
Hot.
now. This is where you want to go to escape the heat. You want to take a cruise, okay? So
Okay.
here in Florida, we're talking about temperatures maybe near 100 this weekend. You want to go where it's cooler? Go to Cozumel or Cancun, about 10 degrees cooler. Look at that. We got Nassau, just 89 degrees. It's like you're going to have to get a jacket. Well, not quite. You know. And then we take a look at Grand Cayman, 90 degrees. So what is one of your favorite spots? Where would you?
I've been to Cancun and Cozumel. Those are fun. And Roatan, actually, Honduras.
I
Yeah.
haven't been down there yet.
That was on a cruise, though.
Okay.
Yeah.
Very good. So
Very
there you have
fun.
it. So if you're cruising, this is the time of year really to get out there and cruise. Okay, as we get toward July and August, you know, the water heats up and we tend to have a better chance of some tropical trouble. but
Yeah, so
hopefully
get
not
out there
this
now.
year.
Okay.
But anyway, we're thinking yacht rock today.
Ooh,
And
good day
we
for
come back
baseball?
home. Yeah, well, baseball's never been hotter. That's
There
all
you
I'm
go.
saying. We take a look. It's a noon first pitch, 12:05 to be exact. And
Okay.
if you're coming downtown, what I
Gorgeous.
do is I hang out. I find the air conditioned spot in Power Alley, so it's
Kinda
out
need
in
it.
right field.
Yep.
And it looks like no rain to worry about. Like yesterday, there was a rain delay.
Great. Oh.
So today we're going to stay cool
on in, David.
and enjoy the home team. And the 7-day forecast, the weekend is to go for all your plans. But yes, make sure you stay cool by the pool.
Awesome. Thanks for that. Okay, so up next,
Yeah.
we've been talking about this sloth encounter
Right.
at the
And-
zoo.
yeah.
Or at the St. Augustine, sorry.
And we've been teasing
Alligator
them all
Farm.
morning, so we got to show off the sloth sock. Hang on, let me get a good.
There you
Yes,
go.
that looks good.
Look, good balance,
those
David.
are the Costa Rica special right there.
But if you want to see the real
Well,
thing,
yeah.
check this out.
Absolutely.
I am so excited because we are in the sloth enclosure at the Alligator Farm Zoological Park with Josie Taylor, the curator of education. Thanks for having us.
Yes, you are so welcome. Welcome to our sloth enclosure. We have so much going on in here. It's a pretty cool space. It's actually mixed species. So we're of course here to talk about Teddy, our Hoffman's two-toed sloth up here. But we got some yellow-footed tortoises hanging out with us as well. So we'll just see how today goes.
I've never seen a sloth up close and personal like this. So tell us a little bit about sloths.
Yeah, so sloths, right, super charismatic animals.
Are they now?
Everybody is talking about them. They love all the stuffed animals, right? But they're also a species that we want to help conserve and protect. Pretty slow-moving, characteristic species here. 6 different species of them. There's 3-toed sloths and 2-toed sloths. So if you guys are ever at a zoo or aquarium, more than likely you're going to see a 2-toed sloth. Like Teddy, he's a Hoffman's 2-toed sloth. And you can actually come learn even more about him, the fact that he is pretty fun in those fun facts, right? He's nocturnal. He loves to eat fruits and vegetables.
My
they're
tourist buddies
hanging
are
out.
coming for me.
She said they like colorful things.
Yeah, so they're coming for my shoes. Look
They
at
say
both.
hello.
This is both my pals, guys.
So sweet.
So
There you go,
yellow-footed
see, guys, he's
tortoises
going right
in
for my
here.
shoes. Ah!
Miss Ma'am. They're making it a little bit more interesting and exciting. When you come to do a sloth encounter with us here, we do want it to be a little bit more calm. We'll put the ladies up, but they can
Okay.
be a fun time to still learn about all the different animals that are going to live in an ecosystem
That is
together.
cool.
So when you're looking at an ecosystem, our sloths are going to be up in the canopy, up in the trees, but then you'll have your ground dwellers like your tortoises down below hanging out with us as well. Now, Teddy here, sloth facts that we like to always tell people.
Yeah.
Nocturnal individuals.
Really? Okay, I didn't know that.
So they're going to sleep upwards of 20 hours a day. So when you get to
That's
come
a long
do a sloth encounter with an individual like Teddy, we like to joke and say, oh, hey, this is like your partner coming and waking you up at 2 in the morning and saying, I just baked the best pan of brownies. You have to eat it right now while it's warm, right? Because we're coming in, we're doing training with them. And it's helping us make sure they get the best care possible, even though it's a little bit different timing for them. So Teddy's looking for it right now. When we do training for our sloth encounter, you guys are actually helping us do some things like tactile training. getting them used to getting that touch. And then of course, everything's gonna be positive reinforcement. We just gave him a touch, so he's gonna get a treat, so that he knows that he did a great job.
Oh my goodness.
And you can tell
so
right away he's that
adorable.
two-toed sloth too, just pivoting back. When he grabbed that, he has those like little two fingers right there.
Now let me ask you this, when folks get to enjoy this experience, what do they get to do? Do they get to touch the animal, or is it just kind of loving from afar?
They get to touch the animal. So when we come in helping with that training, right, I'll show you how. We'd come in, we'd do a little safety demo with our guests. Then we'd say, this is how we're gonna do that training. The first thing is we're asking them to station or come on out for us. So Teddy did that for me already this morning. He's come down, he said hello. Next is giving them that reward for coming out. Then we'd say, all right, so when you're gonna go get to interact with our sloths today, we're gonna give them that treat, and while they're munching on that treat, you can touch right on down their back, kind of feel what a sloth feels like.
Never felt it. Am I ready
Now,
when you give him the...
We'll go ahead and let him finish chewing here.
I love how wet the nose always looks too. It's so cute, like a dog or a pig.
Now sloths, that nose is super important. They have a really great sense of smell. Since they're nocturnal, that's how they're gonna be moving around, helping themselves out. So you're gonna just pull out that piece just like that, and then we can
so
give
soft.
them that nice touch.
Way softer than I was expecting. I thought it was going to be very wiry, like kind of like a warthog hair.
Sloths in the wild, they live about 10 to 15 years.
Okay.
We like to say that Mr. Teddy right here, he can slow down a little with his eating, but you know what? He's deserved it. He's in his 40s.
What?
Yeah,
So yeah, a lot longer in captivity. Well, you guys take good care of them.
Good to see you again, Teddy. This is my second time.
That's the one that you saw when you came last time. Oh.
Good to see you again, pal. So thank you very much. This has been an incredible experience. So if folks want to do this themselves, where do we go to send them for some more information?
We're gonna go on to alligatorfarm.com. You can click purchase tickets, and then you click animal encounters. And we have all sorts under there for you to look at. The sloth encounter right now runs, I wanna say, about $55 a person on top of your general admission ticket.
Okay.
Thursday through Sunday, and it typically books out 2 months in advance. So if you're interested in it, go ahead and start looking now.
Awesome. Thank you so much. This was such an awesome experience. If you'd like to see this interview again, everyone, just head to First Coast News Plus. You better watch out.
I'm gonna keep dodging tortoises here.
Did you know South Carolina has its own version of the Great Lakes? Travel journalist Jennifer Broom joins me now from Lake Marion. She's partnering with Visit Santee Cooper Country to share the adventures from laid-back lake fun to learning Revolutionary War history. And I used to live there, so thank you so much for joining us. It's a blast from the past. And since you're at Lake Marion, what's some of the fun lakeside adventures that we can do while we're there?
I mean, is this not gorgeous? I am actually in Santee State Park, which is on the southwest shores of Lake Marion. Just absolutely gorgeous. I have been staying in a cabin on one of their piers. It is beautiful. So Lake Marion and Lake Moultrie make up South Carolina's largest lake system. Lake Marion is actually the largest lake in South Carolina. There is so much fun. First of all, you have championship caliber fishing here. So if you like to cast a line, this is a spot for you. But you don't have to just be an angler to have a great time here. There's boating. There's all kinds of paddle adventures that you can do. It really is that lake experience. You can get that freshwater experience here and enjoy lake life. And I have to tell you, I already don't want to leave. I'm like, how can I stay longer in this cute cabin that I'm staying in? And again, it's at Santee State Park on the shore of Lake Marion. But can you believe it? It's 171,000 acres between Lake Marion and Lake Moultrie of water fun to be had here.
Oh, so much fun. And I can't remember exactly which lake I was on, but I did do I rented a pontoon boat one time at one of those lakes when we lived there. I lived there over 10 years ago. It was a long time ago, but yeah, amazing fun. And so let's talk about some of the gardens. There's 3 special gardens that we should visit, right?
Well, and the first things first, we all love things that are free, and these gardens are free to visit. So I'm going to take you first to Mepkin Abbey. That is near Moncks Corner, where you used to live.
That's right.
It is such a beautiful spot. Trappist monks have been living there since 1949, so they've been there a long time. It's so peaceful, serenity. You can walk the gardens and enjoy that. It's right on the banks of the Cooper River. There's also Swan Lake Iris Gardens. That's in Sumter. And here's what's cool about this. It's the only public park in the United States that features all 8 swan species. So tons of bird watching there, gorgeous flowers. And then there's Edisto Memorial Gardens. That's the site of the Orangeburg Festival of Roses with over 4,000 rose plants. So you can stroll through the gardens and enjoy the beautiful Edisto River. So it really is so cool to have these gardens, especially be able to visit ones that are free.
Yeah, the Mepkin Abbey, I remember my husband, because that wasn't our backyard. We lived in Moncks Corner, even though I worked in Charleston, and it is so beautiful, so tranquil. And of course, with it being America's 250th anniversary this year, what are some of the Revolutionary War history that we can get into there?
Okay, a little history fact for you. South Carolina has over 200 American Revolutionary sites. That is more than any other colony. First things first, you have to go and see the gravesite of Francis Marion, the American Revolutionary War hero. You may not necessarily remember the name, but you probably remember his nickname, the Swamp Fox. So you want to go see that. And then there's also the site of the Eutaw Springs Battleground Park. That was the last major battle of the American Revolution, just before the British surrendered at Yorktown. So it was the last one leading up to our big victory to become America. So you've got that, but you also have so many other sites to see. You know, I've been kind of just wandering around, and even over at Santee National Wildlife Refuge, there is a Santee Indian Mound where Fort Watson is also another American Revolutionary site. So there's just so many things to see, and going on these back roads in the small towns, it is an absolute delight to learn your history again of what happened in the American Revolution.
It is amazing. So what's one of your favorite adventures in Santee Cooper Country?
It is the absolute picturesque Cypress Gardens. You can paddle in a flat bottom boat, and you're going through the water, and you're making your way around and through these just incredible, gorgeous trees. They are tupelo and cypress trees. It's really a stunning scenario. You might see turtles, birds, maybe even an alligator. That's possible too. But this may look familiar to you because Cypress Gardens has been featured in a lot of movies, ranging from The Notebook to The Patriot, but it is so much fun to actually get to paddle one of those little boats and go through and feel like you're in a movie set, because you actually are, but also just a picturesque setting.
Definitely. Well, it has been so nice to kind of travel back to my old stomping grounds. Where can we go, though, for more information for folks who have not been there and want to check it out?
Yeah, it's so easy. All you have to do is head over to santeecoopercountry.org. You can find out all about the 5 counties, and it's basically in between Charleston and Columbia. So a lot to do here. I will also say it's highly affordable for that vacation. So come and visit. It's beautiful. I mean, look at Lake Marion. Why not? It is such a great place to visit.
Yeah, well, enjoy your time while you're there. Thank you so much for joining us. And everyone at home, if you would like to see this interview again, just head to First Coast News Plus.
AI is becoming more involved in everyday life, but it's also making scams more convincing and harder to detect. Joining us is Chief Information Security Officer at Coinbase, Jeff Lungelhopper, to break down how AI is changing the scam landscape and what you can do to stay safe. Jeff, thank you so very much for joining us today. I appreciate your time. How is AI changing the way scammers operate?
Look, AI is supercharging scams today. The days of those sort of generic, obvious scams are over. Today, scams are targeted specifically at you, the potential victim. It's going to reference your job. It's going to reference your specific interests, your background. And the really alarming part about this is that scams today are so easy to create. What used to take a scammer days to set up, they can do today with a click of a mouse button.
Whoa. Okay, so what's the most important thing people need to understand about AI-driven scams right now?
Look, they feel totally real. That scam may come from somebody that you trust. It may come from a family member. They're going to create that sense of urgency, like you got to do it now, now, now. Your best defense is to sort of take a breath, slow down, verify before you act.
Okay, so what are some new red flags specific to AI-driven scams?
Look, I think the biggest red flag is that if a financial institution calls you for any reason, I don't care who they are, what they know, what they tell you, I want you to immediately hang up the phone. Then I want you to go to the website of that financial institution, get the number directly from their website, and you call them. Anytime anyone calls you for any reason asking you for money or sensitive information, hang up the phone.
Yeah, it's not typical that legitimate businesses or organizations are going to ask for money like that through the phone. So that's a great suggestion. Okay, so what actions can people take to protect themselves in this new environment?
Look, know that you can be a victim. You know, you could be a victim. I could be a victim. Anybody can be victimized by these kinds of scammers. I think it's important that folks realize that and that they stay educated, continuously reading the news, the blogs, understanding how these types of scams are happening. That is so important to staying safe today.
All right, Jeff, do you have any other insights to share for us?
Yeah, look, never underestimate how far a scammer might be willing to go, how low they're willing to stoop to steal your hard-earned money. You may get a phone call that purports to be from a child, a grandchild, a spouse, a partner. That person might sound like they're in a panic, that they've been kidnapped, that they're asking for ransom. Take a moment, step back from that. It very well could be a scam. And the last thing is, if you do fall victim, report it. Talk about it. Don't be ashamed. Be kind to yourself. Educating each other, talking about these scams is so important to us all staying safe.
Jeff, this is a fascinating conversation. Before I let you go, where do we go to learn some more information?
Yeah, head over to Coinbase.com/blog. We have a ton of articles, tips, and tricks to help you stay safe.
Fantastic. Thank you for your time, sir. We really do appreciate it. Folks at home, if you want to catch this segment again or others like it, just head over to First Coast News Plus.
Lung cancer remains the leading cause of cancer death in the U.S., yet it's still often misunderstood and frequently caught too late. Medical oncologist Dr. Julie Bramer and lung cancer patient Colette Smith join me now to bring awareness and explain how PD-L1 testing is helping guide treatment decisions. Thank you both so much for joining us today. Dr. Bramer, let's start with you, though. How do you explain PD-L1 to your patients?
So PD-L1 is a protein on a cell surface, and cancer cells actually use it to make it invisible to the immune system, kind of like an invisibility cloak.
Oh, that's so interesting. So how has PD-L1 testing changed lung cancer treatment in recent years?
So we look at PD-L1 testing on a cancer biopsy, and the amount helps guide us to decide what type of treatment we should give to a patient. So if the PD-L1 is high on the biopsy, then we actually consider giving immunotherapy by itself without chemotherapy. If the PD-L1 level is low or not seen, then we have to give chemotherapy with immunotherapy in order to get the cancer under control.
Colette, tell us about your lung cancer diagnosis and the importance of knowing your biomarker.
Yes, I'm an 11-year lung cancer survivor, and I'm proof that screening and early detection saves lives. However, beyond that, through my biomarker testing, my care team was able to figure out what type of tumor my lung cancer was and what was the best treatment option. And based on that, I had my upper left lung removed, and today I have no evidence of disease.
Wow. Well, I'm so glad that you're doing well. That's amazing. If you don't mind me asking, could you tell us a little bit about your symptoms?
I had no symptoms.
Really?
Dr. Bramer can speak more to that.
Wow.
Yes, so some patients don't have symptoms, and actually their lung cancer is caught through other reasons why someone's going to get a scan. But obviously, for those patients who do have symptoms, you want to ask, would a scan be right for me? And then some patients who have a history of smoking are eligible to actually receive lung cancer screening, where you routinely undergo a CT scan to try to detect lung cancer early.
Right, and did I read, Colette, that you are a non-smoker?
I'm a non-smoker, however, no one deserves cancer, and what it's important for our listeners and our viewers to know is that anyone with lungs can get lung cancer.
And doctor, what should patients realistically expect from immunotherapy based on their PD-L1 level that you were talking about moments ago?
So immunotherapy treatment and the expectations depends on a lot of things. One, stage of cancer. Immunotherapy is even used in early stage cancer, even before surgery, in order to keep the cancer under control, treat the cancer, and then patients go to surgery. For patients with metastatic disease or disease that's spread outside of the chest, immunotherapy can help get the cancer under control, and in some patients it can even cure you of your cancer. But that depends on the level of PD-L1 in the biopsy. Again, if it's high, some patients don't even need chemotherapy, and immunotherapy can get your own immune system to treat your cancer. If the PD-L1 is low or 0, then we need to combine it with chemotherapy to directly affect the cancer itself, and then immunotherapy is used to get your immune system to help keep the cancer under control. And in some cases, patients are alive and well at 5 years when we can say that they are cured of their lung cancer.
Well, I think this is fascinating, and I'm so glad that, again, Colette, that you're doing well. Doctor, if we want a little bit more information on all of this, where can we go?
We should go to lcfamerica.org for more information about biomarkers and lung cancer treatment.
Wonderful. Thank you both so much for joining us. And everyone at home, if you would like to see this interview again, just head to First Coast News Plus.